Latifah, and you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Put your hand right.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naimah Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with Zelda Speaks, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing. Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with Zelda Speaks, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing. Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with Zelda Speaks, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing. Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with Zelda Speaks, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing.
Grand Rising and welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness, broadcasting live from Jamaica, Georgia. Have you ever heard of such a place? And my co-host today is Fagala. Who's Fagala, Zelda? Say hi to the people, Fagala. Fagala is she's taking a bow this morning. She is very talented. Did you see her turn around? Did you see that? Fagala is the daughter of our host here in Jamaica, Georgia. And she has a sister by the name of Tinkerbell. And Fagala is teaching me interspecies communication. So today's show is going to be a whole lot of different because I usually do the traffic and a few other things. And I'm just going to see how Monday morning meditation is going to work this morning because I'm not sure. Are you? Maybe, maybe not. So if you've never communicated with your animal friends, this is a time for you to become acquainted. Did she just say something, Fago? Okay. Now, if you would like, if you would allow me to continue the show, and if you could just hop up here on my shoulder, that would really help me out. Could you do that for me, Fago? I'd appreciate that. Okay, so I want you to sit right here. Okay, can you come right here? No, she likes my finger. Okay, can you come right here, baby? Can you come right here? There you go. Come on. No, she likes this finger, honey. I can't get that. As a matter of fact, she's talking to the other birds. Yeah, I hear them too. I don't know if you can hear them, but I can hear them. Oh, there's one that landed just right there. And she's talking to them. And she's talking to you too. So that's something that we need to be mindful of. Do you see all the trees in the background? I slept out here with the trees last night. Oh my God. It was a little cold. Cool, not cold. I'm from Chicago, so I'm used to cold. But I never slept in the cold. So that was an experience. And I haven't had my tea this morning. I just thought about that when somebody comes through here. Bring me some hot water. Forgot about that. I haven't had my tea. I never leave town and forget about my tea, but I did this morning. So this is the topic, broadcasting live from Jamaica, Georgia. Well, Zelda, where's Jamaica, Georgia? I haven't heard of that. Well, don't feel bad because I've never been to Jamaica, Georgia either. And where is Jamaica, Georgia? Well, just let me tell you a little bit about where Jamaica, Georgia is. Jamaica, Georgia is a place in my mind. Yes, it's in my mind. Now that's Tinkerbell. So she and Fagala are having a conversation about me this morning. So, oh, you were there with that lady from last night, huh? And Fagala said, yeah, I'm here with her and she doesn't mind. So I'm going to be the social person today and you can stay there in your cage as you always are. So thank you for transmitting that message this morning, Fagala. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, can I finish talking to the people? Is that okay with you? I want you to see her little claws. Has one of them been declawed? I think she stood up. Did you see that? You see that? Can you see her claws? I can't bring her too close to the computer because they don't do 5G very well at all. So I'm just going to keep her here. I can't get her to sit on my shoulder. I wish I could get you to sit on. Can you sit on my shoulder right here, Fagala? Come on, sit on my shoulder. There you go. Big girl. Yay. Yay. She doesn't like this. She likes the fingers. But I need to talk to the people right now. So, excuse me. Oh, as I was saying, Jamaica, Georgia exists only in my mind. But Zelda, you said that you were going to. Oh, she's back there. You said that you would be broadcasting live. Well, this is the story. We have Deborah Smith. Thank you so much for joining us, Deborah Smith. And all of you who are watching online and on our YouTube and Facebook channel. We were about to go to Jamaica, and we were advised not to because of the hurricane rain season, all that good stuff. So I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? I've already broadcast that I'm going to be in Jamaica. And yesterday we had a labyrinth. And I'm going to tell you all about it on the show today. And I'm saying, how can I say I'm in Jamaica when I'm not? And I don't want to lie to the people. I don't have to. It's not necessary. And then the thought occurred to me that said, why go to Jamaica? Why go to an island when you've got a whole continent? Well, that was the story going forward to Africa. And it's like, that's on the agenda, but not right now. But then the thought occurred to me, Jamaica is a mindset, and Jamaica can be anywhere I want it to be. And what I wanted was the experience of being out in nature. And I got it here in the States, in Georgia. So we are in Marietta, Georgia, about 45 minutes from Atlanta. And this has been the most exhilarating experience that I have had in a very long time. And it's because I'm sitting out in nature. Now, on all my social media posts, on my TikTok channel, yes, I have a TikTok channel, and it's called Zelda Speaks. And on my Instagram channel, I'm going to be loading those videos up from the party, the gathering, the labyrinth gathering yesterday. Oh my goodness, it was. I'm just going to show it to you. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm going to show it to you coming up. This experience has taught me. I'm always posting nature nurtures whenever I make a post. So I'm sitting out here with the trees and I'm listening. See, that's what you can't do when you have this. I am so proud of myself. I did not pick up my phone but 2 times yesterday. Once was to charge it, and the other time was to call my husband Tony. And I hope he's listening this morning. So I didn't have my phone on all day. And it was such an exhilarating experience. And I invite you, if you can turn off your phone, beginning with an hour, because I know you're an addict, just like I was. I'm trying to speak in the future. If you can turn off the outside world for a few minutes, you will begin to hear things that you never heard before. You will have an awakening, so to speak, because that's what nature does for you. And as I said, I always post in my post on my social media, nature nurtures. And someone asked me, why do you always post that, Zelda? Because if what you want is out there, meaning your place of how your work, how you earn money, how you behave in public, how you treat your family, where you go to school, or your children go to school. If everything that you're looking for is out there, that's going to be a challenge, because what we need to focus on is in here, what's in the heart, in the mind. And how do you do that? By tuning out everything and everyone. Now, you may live in a household where there's a lot of people, so you don't get a chance to be quiet as you would like. And then a lot of us are not accustomed to being quiet, and especially being alone. And being alone only means being at one, with one, because we are one with the one. And what is the one, Zelda? The one is the creative mind, that we choose to call whatever we choose to call it. God, Allah, Jesus, Jehovah, Jireh, divine being, inner spirit, life, love, harmony, peace, serenity, whatever you choose to call that which you connect with on a spiritual level. And there's no better connection than nature, because nature is designed to keep us in tune with ourselves. See, the world is designed to keep us in tune out there. And once we are awakened, we will have a different experience. You will hear the birds. Do you hear the birds? You will hear the sound of the voice that is giving you the answers to that which you are seeking. But you can't hear that with all the noise going on, because we have been so conditioned, so indoctrinated to think the way that we think. And that's not a bad thing. It just it's an is thing. It is what it is. So I said all that to say this. When you are in the now moment, like I'm living in the now moment, and you're living in the now moment because you're here with me, sharing this experience that I choose to call Jamaica, Georgia, because that is the thought that came to me as I'm sitting out here in the backyard in the labyrinth. I'm going to pull this up just for a second so you can see it. And you're going to see Fagala too. There's Fagala, but you see that backyard? Just to the over there is a labyrinth. What is a labyrinth? We'll talk about that shortly. But it's over there. You can see Fagala. She's walking behind me. She's the queen, honey, and she just walks back and forth. She's just guiding me, guarding me, and protecting me. So I'm very grateful for you this morning, Fagala. Now she's going to come back because she's know I'm talking to her. Right? I just love. She's so smart, and I never knew that. I never knew about birds. What do you know about birds? What do you know about other species of life that can show you something different? Well, that's what's happening to me. And I am having a worldwide experience, and I did not even have to leave this country because I wanted to be in Montego Bay. But Spirit said something else. So at this point in my life, I have learned to listen. I'm still learning. I'm not above anyone. I'm still learning and I'm still listening. And this is an experience that I want you to have with me. So we're going to do Monday morning mindfulness meditation this morning. And I am just not sure exactly what's going to happen because I have Fagala. And Fagala is not used to being quiet. She is a bird and she is always talking. And sometimes I understand her and she speaks through me. So it is time for our Monday morning mindfulness meditation. And we're going to try something a little different. So I don't know what's going to happen this morning, but I do know it's going to be an experience. So I invite you to join me. And the only thing that you have to do is just be comfortable wherever you are. And I would advise for you to sit up straight in a chair, possibly. Or if you're lying in the bed, that's okay too. As long as the first thing that you do is simply inhale deeply through the nose and just take a long, grateful stretch. Ooh, from the right to the left. Yeah, I hear Jody and Naimah down there. They're stretching too. Yay. Oh, Rashi's down there too. Yes. Oh, yes. And yes. Fagala says, yes, I'm stretching too. She's doing the birdie stretch. Oh, she's doing the birdie stretch. Can you see Fagala? Fagala's doing the birdie stretch. She's doing the birdie stretch. You go, girl. You go, girl. That's my girl. That's my Fagala. I am having so much fun. See, I didn't have pets as a child. I know nothing about pets. But at some point in your life, a pet shows up. and you'll experience things you've never experienced before. So we're just going to simply keep experiencing, having this wonderful experience. Right, Fagel? Okay. And we're going to simply breathe in and breathe out. You simply breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, blow it out. Hold it and blow it out. And feel free to make a noise if you have to. Inhale deeply. Hold it. Okay, Fagel. And blow it out. Now I'm going to share with you what was shared with me. To hold one nostril and inhale. Can you do that? And blow it out. Inhale. Hold the other nostril. Inhale deeply. And blow it out. Now we're going to do a little practice that I had to do because I had some issues last night. And that issue showed up in my liver. And a lot of times, I'm thinking to myself, is that my intestines going through something? But it felt like a little spasm. So Jody, our holistic doctor, Reverend Dr. Jody Susan Essentials, where I am living here in a moment, and where I would love to stay. So, but don't tell her I'm coming back. It's going to be a surprise. So don't say anything, okay? Jody is a doctor of the mind and the body combined. And she says, Zelda, who are you angry at? And I was angry at Tony. And Tony, if you're listening, I apologize. I was angry because I wanted him here with me. But this wasn't his journey. And I didn't want to hear it. Because I'm Zelda. And I'm stubborn. And I'm a Leo. And all the other stuff in my head. And you're my husband. You're supposed to go with me if I ask you to go. Well, he didn't want to go, and that didn't sit well with me. So guess where it sat? It sat in my liver. It sat in the tissues of my body. And that is why I had the spasm. Because the spasm is a signal to me to remind me that there are some issues in my tissues that need to be dealt with. So as I went to bed last night, just keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. As I went to bed last night, it's very important that we put in our minds what we want to happen the next day. So I'm thinking to myself, I've got to share this with my audience. Yeah, I tell all my business, whatever. But it's in that sharing that I share with you that I release that energy from the tissues in my body. And as I'm going to sleep, I'm thinking to myself, Tony, as I inhale deeply through one side of the nose, I release the anger and I replace it with forgiveness. Oh, wow. I forgive, number one, myself for having the feeling that I need to be in control. Because I'm a control freak, right? Excuse me. I am a recovering control freak. Okay. Yes, regular, yeah. Because once upon a time, I would have tried to control you too. No, you can't sit there. You got to sit right here. No, you can't sit here. You got to sit over there. But a bird does what a bird wants to do. So that's all part of my releasing. So as I'm going to sleep, I'm saying these affirmations. I breathe in. I breathe in love. And I exhale hate, fear, and unforgiveness. And I blow it out. Inhale love. Oh, try that. Oh, that feels good. That's a different kind of experience. Oh, and exhale anything other than love. Ooh, that feels good. Can you do that with me, please, and not just watch me? Can you? Doesn't matter which one. Let's do it together. Inhale love. And blow out anything that you don't need in your life, like controlling people. Inhale love. Blowing out unforgiveness. Inhale faith. And blowing out fear. Let's do that one again. Inhale faith. And exhale fear. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, giving thanks for the power of the breath. As we breathe in, breathing in faith and exhaling anything other than that, like fear. Exhale fear, blow it out. Inhale faith and exhale fear, blow it out. Inhale love. Oh, I love that feeling. I've never had that feeling before. And exhale, blow it out. Fear. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And that's how I feel from the inside out. And this is how I want you to feel. That's why you got to move those shoulders backwards and forwards and get that lymphatic system moving this morning, because you probably haven't done any walking yet. Unless you're walking into the gym, we just got to get a little movement going on here this morning as we stretch. Yes, Fagala? As we stretch and as we give thanks, as we're broadcasting live here in Jamaica, Georgia. She likes my singing. And you're having such a good time as we breathe in and as we breathe out. Let's take one long, last deep inhale as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, bring the head forward, chin to chest, and rotate that head to the side and round to the back and over to the side. And there's Fago. She's going to do meditation with me. Well, all righty now. Bring that head up. Look to the left as far as you possibly can. Feeling a stretch in the right side of the neck. Oh, there's a neighbor taking his garbage down the hill. How beautiful. Okay, you feel that stretch? Mm-hmm. And look back front and inhale deeply. And look to the right as far as you possibly can. Can I look to the right, Fagan? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I see you. Yes, girl, I see you. Beautiful. Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. Thank you for doing Monday morning mindfulness meditation with me this morning. Oh, and she's off. I think she wants my finger, but I'm just going to let her sit here on my elbow, my wrist. And that is your breathing experience this morning. But before we end the breathing experience, I would like you to just close your eyes one more time. Inhale deeply. Inhale love. And blow out any negativity in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. Inhale once more. Inhale love. And blow out fear. Inhale faith. And blow out fear. Inhale once more. Giving thanks for the power of the breath that sends the signal to the brain, that has sent the signal to the rest of the body, the heart, the liver, the lungs. We bless all of our inner organs this morning that are moving very smoothly, that are operating at optimum level without us ever doing anything. Just simply breathing in and simply breathing out. We give thanks for the heart. Yes, we do, Fagala. We give thanks for the lungs. Somebody somewhere has COPD. They're the breathing machine. Yes, and that could be you. But that's okay. You're still here. And the reason that you're still here is because you have work to do as we continue to breathe in We give thanks for each and every body part, the knees, the thighs, the legs, the ankles, the hips, any part of the body that is sending us a signal that we need to pay attention to the issues in our tissues. And we give thanks that we're always at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. Because if it were not so, we would not be having that conversation. And I thank you, Fagala and I both thank you this morning for having the experience of Monday morning mindfulness. She's saying Monday morning mindfulness meditation, people. Are you paying attention? Okay. Okay. No. What else did you say? What do I need to do now, Fagala? What? Oh, I need to take a commercial break? Okay. Is it that time already? I was having so much fun with Monday morning mindfulness meditation that I forgot all about the commercial. Okay, well, can you come over here? Because I need my right hand. Can you come over here? Come on. There you go. That's a good girl. And we're going to have our first Monday morning mindfulness reminder that the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest was just this past Saturday. What's today? Monday, duh. And we had the contest. Please, as a matter of fact, please be reminded to go to our page, our Instagram page, and sign up for the global. That's not the global virtual. Yeah, it is the global virtual teen talent contest. And you can go to our YouTube page, which is, I'm sorry, not YouTube. Instagram. Well, actually, we have two. This one is for the homeless. HLN. Instagram.com. HLN.homeless.project. Excuse me. And the other one here is Instagram.com. Teen Talent Contest. And you can go to either one of those. But I want to share with you Fun with Fagala. This is Fagala. And she is the daughter of Jody Susan. And she is co-hosting with me this morning. So we would love to have your comments. So feel free to post them on our social media channel as I bring you the last contestant from last month's winner. His name is Raycon Youssef, and this is his video.
Yo, what's up, guys? Once again, y'all, I'm pretty sure you know my name, but let's start all over again. My name is Raycon Youssef, and I'm 13 years old. I was born, and I was ready to born in Toronto, Canada. 6IX. And my passion has been always acting since I was a little kid because I really enjoyed the acting. It's like you, but it's another version of you. So fun fact about acting, it got specific performance, memorization work, all of that fun stuff. And without further ado, guys, let's just get straight to the video. What are you guys waiting for? I wonder what's on next today.
No offense taking.
It's not even funny.
Because you're here in this beer.
Finally, some peace.
Who did that? I'm coming with the belt.
Oh, hell no,
That boy is funny. You see Fagala is back up here. Feel free to post your comments on Higher Learning TV show on Facebook or YouTube as we continue with the show.
What if you could live to be 120 years old and remain active, healthy, alert, and vibrant? Our bodies are made up of cells that are constantly rejuvenating. So if we take proper care of ourselves, we can literally defy aging. Join us every Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to learn about self-care from Tucson Essentials on the Female Solutions Blog Talk Radio Show. Learn how to help your body and your cells feel rejuvenated each day through proper nutrition, sleep, frequency medicine, and many unconventional methods of self-care. I'm Jody Susan. Join me and my amazing guests by calling in at 515-605-9325 and press 1 to speak. We'll help you achieve a breakthrough in your health today.
Are you constantly arguing with your spouse? Are your children misbehaving and acting out? Someone in your family abusing drugs? Have you been the victim of domestic violence? Are you grieving over the loss of a loved one? Let us help you restore serenity to your life. At Serenity Family Social Services, we understand that good mental health is a result of emotional well-being. Our goal is to assist you and your family in removing emotional distress and restoring harmony and balance to your lives. We offer individual, couples, and family counseling. I'm Howard Williams, CEO of Serenity Family Social Services. Call us today at 312-315-4820. That's 312-315-4820.
Do you want to live in a world without war? Join our global peace movement. Heavenly Culture World Peace Restoration of Light transcends culture, religion, ideology, and other boundaries to achieve peaceful harmony in the global society. HWPL is committed to bringing world peace and cessation of war through peaceful dialogue between religious groups. I am Director Shin-Suk Kim of the HWPL Chicago branch of North America. Join us for our next gathering. Call 773-580-1501 and be a part of the movement for world peace. Email us at chicagohwpl@gmail.com.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us back here on the Female Solution with Fagala and Zelda. We are having a Monday morning mindfulness experience this morning. Was that your stomach growling or was that mine? I'm never hungry in the morning. Are you hungry this morning? Have you had breakfast? I haven't. It's too early. I just usually have tea. Are we gonna have tea later? I wish I could show you. Birds are just talking everywhere. It's like I hear everything. My ears are like wide open. There's I'm sure there's at least 20, 30 different species. They're all chatting this morning. They're saying, wake up. Let's have our Monday morning mindful experience because Fagala is on the show. We're being represented this morning. Fagala is the talk of the town today because all of her birds and animal friends are saying, do you see Fagala on the Female Solution on the Higher Learning Network TV show, which airs Tuesdays at 6 and Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19? Yeah, that Fagala. We're talking about that Fagala. Oh, did you just bite me, girl? Why are you biting me? I love you. You don't have to bite me. Or is that your way of showing me you love? Oh, was that a kiss? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were biting me. That was a kiss. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. I'm a little slow, but I catch on. Anyway, what you see here on the screen is the higherlearningnetwork.org. That is our website. And I wanted to show you the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. Now, the contest is every last Saturday of the month, in which we showcase teens who are between the ages of 13 and 19. Yes, Fagala. And those teens can send in a 60-second, okay, a 60-second video. Yeah, they can send in a 60-second video with their name, their age, what school they attend, and what their talent is or what their hobby is. They can send that as well. And they can send that in via a YouTube link. You cannot send in an MOV file. You must send in a YouTube channel. So if you a file. So if you don't have that, you can go to YouTube. Yes, you can go to YouTube and they will give you a free channel. So, and that way you can go to Instagram.com and type in Teen Talent Contest, and you will be able to like, and subscribe while you are there. And I am having a few challenges bringing that up to you this morning, but we're going to try it again anyway and see what happens because Fagala really wants you to see this. She says, you have gifts, talents, and abilities that you need to be sharing. And if you're not sharing them, it's not too late. That's right. She says it's not too late. Right? Okay. So what we're going to do, excuse me, is pull that up on the screen just so you can see it. And you can go to it right now while you're at it and pull up the Teen Talent Contest. And there it is, Fagala. Do you see the little people who look like you? There's a little people. They look like you, Fagala. So you see those people, those are teens. You should be a teenager by now, too. I'm not quite sure how old you are, but I know you're probably a teen because you've been around. Yeah, girl, you've been around. So on the left, you will see, on the right, you'll see this is the flyer for the every last Saturday of the month for the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. And it airs 12 until 2 p.m. And you can go to our YouTube channel and see that. But this flyer here is the one, can't do that because I'm on Tony's computer this morning. Hi, honey. And you will see, okay, yeah, hi, honey, to you too. You will see that. The flyer on the left is the Global Virtual Podcasting course that we are now offering for adults as well. The teens are loving it, but the parents are saying, well, we might want to do a podcast too. So how would we do that? Well, we have put together a flyer and a program that teaches you exactly how to do that. And all you have to do is go to our website at higherlearningnetwork.org, and that information will pop up, and all you have to do is show up. How about that? So that you can start your training as well. And there are some questions that you need to ask yourself in reference to you doing a podcast, because we make it look so easy, right? Well, we've got 30, 40 years of media experience, so we know what we're doing. And my broadcast experience of working in radio, I can tell you a few things that most podcasters don't know because they haven't worked in, what do they call it now, terrestrial radio. So I worked in broadcast media, so I know a few things. So, and some of those few things are on this analysis. I call it a needs analysis. And these are some of the questions that you need to ask yourself. I know we make it look effortlessly, but it's not always it's anything but, because you may or may not have seen the experience that I was having this morning trying to pull up things. Oh, sometimes things happen. Sometimes you just have to deal with them. That's why we always have that Monday morning mindfulness stress relief session, so that when instances like this come up, we're just not all afraid and screaming and I got a headache and you need a cigarette or something or a drink, because it is the breath that will keep you in times of chaos and confusion. So I just want to share with you some of the questions. So this is the question. The first one is, why do you want to do a podcast? Who is your audience? Those are things that you need to know. You just can't be out there, as my auntie used to say, all willy-nilly. You got to know some things. So yeah, yes, right, baby. You got to know some things, girlfriend. That's right. You need to know the age, the race, the gender, the ethnicity. What are those people that are going to be listening to you? Who are they? And what is your goal for your podcast? Will you have a co-host? You see, well, I have a co-host today. Her name is Fagala, right, Fagala? You're my co-host today, right? You know, I don't very often have a co-host, especially one that I don't speak their language, but we have a thing, we get along, we understand each other. So she's my co-host today. So what kind of co-host would you have? And what kind of guests would you like to feature on your show? You want national, international, you want local, you want people in the community who are living with purpose and passion and are sharing their resources, their time, their effort, and their energy. Just what kind of guest, what kind of person do you want to have on the show to express to your audience your message? That's very important. So you might want to think about that. There's a lot of things to think about. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that you don't know about. We make it look so easy. Yeah, in fact, we do make it look easy, but not everybody knows what we find out. Yeah, they just don't know us. So once you know what kind of guest you want on the show, this is another question. What length would you like the show to be? Would you like it to be 15 minutes, like the Teen Talent Contest? Would you like it to be 30 minutes, an hour? Or would you like 2 hours? You tell me. And the name of the podcast, would you like it to be like the Higher Learning Network TV show? Or would you like it to be the Female Solution? Or would you like it to be Fagala Show? Would you like it to be the Bird Show? Would you like it to be the Animal Show? Or the Resource Show? What do you want it to be? That's entirely up to you. And this is a creative thinking process. You want to think about that. Do you have a business? Oh, I forgot one. Name a podcast show on a series you like listening to. I like listening to the Female Solution, so that's my favorite. What's your favorite, Bacon? The Female Solution? I kind of figured that. Yeah, because you're a female too. Yeah, I know. Do you have a business? If so, what kind of business do you have? Do you have an associate or associates with a business? Oh yeah, girl, we know you got the hook. We know you know people. Do you have an associate with a business? Do you have any previous experience in public speaking, in radio and TV? Well, I know you have experience. You talk all the time. We talk all the time, so I get it. Mommy's coming, so now you want to get rid of me, right?
No, I'm coming on the show with you.
Okay. So what kind of computer do you have? Is it does it have enough RAM? Does it have enough space? Is it slow to upload? You got to know what kind of computer you have. You need to know the basics, how many RAMs, all that good stuff. All that stuff, good stuff escapes me right now. But when you go to the computer store, you tell them what you want to do, and they'll be sure you get what you need. Are you tech savvy or are you technically challenged? So these are the kinds of questions. When I started this show, I was technically challenged, but you know what? With every challenge, there's a chance to move forward in life. And moving forward in life is what life is all about. Right, Fagala? Right? That's right, my girl. We got some comments here. This one. Oh, Clifton Bradley. Why, thank you. Keep up the great work. Thank you, my sister. My brother. Clifton Bradley is one of our team members. As a matter of fact, he is an excellent cameraman, exceptional And that is the word that I got back. Yeah, you know Clifton too, Fagala? You know Clifton? Clifton is Clifton recently. We had a conflict of interest. We had contracted 2 events on the same day, and in the last minute, I need one of my cameramen got took sick, and we needed to replace him. And guess who showed up? Clifton Bradley. And the client was so impressed. She says, anytime I have an event, I want this cameraman to be there. And that was Crystal from Gone Again Travel on the west side of Chicago, the only storefront on the west side of Chicago, in the city of Chicago on the west side that has a storefront for a travel agency. So go, Crystal. She went that Ghana Fest, that was the name of it. And thank you, Clifton Bradley, for doing the great work that you do. Couldn't have did it without you. Appreciate you. And we show you that. Oh, he says, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Clifton. Greatly appreciate that. We really do. And another comment here that says, Grand Rising, sister. And your bird, guess how beautiful. Isn't she gorgeous? I love it. I just love my gorgeous friend. Yes, she is. We have 3. I have 2 co-hosts today because I also bring. Can you say
the door so we don't hear?
Naimah, Latif? Can you say that? Oh, she said it. She said it. Oh my God, she said yes. She said welcome.
She did. Thank you, Fagala.
I love this.
Yes. She did say my name.
I simply what? She left a deposit. Oh, she left a deposit. Okay, deposits are she's gonna deposit them on me. We're fine.
Oh, she's going to deposit on you.
Oh, well, bring me a napkin so I can put it on my shoulder.
All right.
Okay. She's talking to the bird. There's a bird over here, Fagala. Are you? What are you saying? Say what?
She said, "I'm on TV. I'm a TV star."
This is your show. They can listen, but they can't come on. They can't come on. All right, we got a little bib. Oh, cool. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna go get clothes on and join you.
Okay. All right.
You want me to put it
Yeah,
on first?
yeah. So this is my bib for Fagala in case she wants to leave me
And
a
she's
little.
got little play toys on here too.
Oh, Fagala, look, girl, you got toys. Come on up here and play with these. There you go. She's a good girl. Look at her. Look at her being all good and things. You go, girl. This is my new friend, Fagala. Meet Naimah. Naimah, meet Fagala. I think you already know each other.
Yeah, you know, Fagala, you've been on here so much. We're gonna have to give you your own show.
Yeah. The Fagala show. How about that? The Fagala show on the female solution. She says, yeah.
That'll increase our audience to all kind of.
I'll take that. I receive that.
Yes, we can expand beyond the human market.
Yes. Fagala says, you think I'm a bird, honey, but I'm a okay. Okay. She doesn't like the shoulder. She likes the finger. You see, because she wants to show her acrobats.
Yes, like do her tumbling. Yes.
To do her tumbling. She is, you know, and I used to sit and watch Jody and the bird, and I used to think to myself, why is she doing that? Why does she have that bird there? And now I have a different understanding. Oh, do you have to bite me? I'm not gonna drop it. Look how she's upside down. She's
she's showing off today. Yeah. Look at her.
She is biting me, girl. Why are you biting me? Is that love that you're showing me? Okay, I heard you the first time. You don't have to keep biting me. I heard you. Thank you very much.
Let's see, you've got that nature background with all the trees and everything.
I'm in heaven.
Yes, I know you are. Yes.
And I have one of heaven's creatures here with me.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I have this nice, beautiful home atmosphere. Now, for those who don't know, we're actually in the same space, just in different parts of this beautiful home that Jody, our dear sister, has opened and made us feel so welcome, and just it's been such a loving experience. And, you know, like you were saying about Jamaica and people thinking, oh, I can't relax. I need to get away. If I can just go to the islands, if I can just go, you know, you can create. And that's the thing. It's a state of mind. It's a state of being. So you need to have some space where there is nature and natural beings who are living in their natural environment, because you need to absorb the energy of that and remove the fakeness of this society from your aura so that you can get back to nature. That's the spirit of Jamaica that people are missing. But you can create it where you are. Just appreciate the trees, the grass, the bushes, the sky, the water. Appreciate what nature gives us in terms of an internal cleansing. Because that's what we're looking for when we want to go to the island of Jamaica, because it's got all the natural elements, but they're right here. We have to create them and appreciate them where they are, and fix them up where we have spoiled them with our garbage and trash and pollution. And then we'll be in that state of being in Jamaica wherever we are, and you'll find an inner peace. I mean, I'm so relaxed. I've been so relaxed since I've been here. And when you're relaxed, you
We're
can
on the computer and did a bit of work, and we swore on a stack of Bibles we were going to do some work. Haven't done a thing.
Yes. Well, sometimes you have to get away from work.
Now.
And then you can see things differently. You can actually be more productive because your creativity has been turned on. You can't be creative when you're under stress. I don't care how many deadlines somebody gives you and they fussing at you and making you feel bad because you didn't get this thing done, or threatening to fire you because you didn't get that done on time. None of that gives you creative energy. It's when you're relaxed in nature that the creativity, that's the inspiration from the universe, is able to come through you. It's just like when you have an interference in your internet signal, and then it's choppy and stuff like that, so you can't quite get the message when somebody's talking. It's the same thing when you're under stress. The voice of the divine comes in choppy because there's interference with all that stress, and so you can't really hear what's being said. So you got to get out where the signal is clear, out in nature among the trees, where you can hear the voice of the divine clearly, giving you ideas, giving you visions. You can hear it. That's what Jamaica gives to people, but that's what we can create wherever we are. We just got to find those beautiful places in nature and sit relaxed without anybody stressing you out about, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, and that, because that's an unnatural state of being, always feeling like you have to measure up to people's expectations in order for them to be kind to you. I had a chance to really reflect on that, just this last few months. I've had experiences with different people, just observing how they create stress by worrying about what's going to happen if someone gets mad. And people think that the power to create stress in somebody is power. Oh, if that they make me mad, I'm gonna cuss them out, and you think that makes you feel powerful. You think that makes you powerful because you can hurt someone's feelings by saying something mean to them? No, the real power is when you can lift someone up and you can change their vibration and bring them to a state of joy and peace, because then they are able to contribute something positive to the rest of the world, to the environment, to the people that they're around. But then you just decide you want to be negative and get mad because somebody didn't do something you wanted, and so you fuss at them and call them names and tell them how incompetent they are. So what does that do to them? That changes their whole vibration. And what are they going to give to everybody else? That same meanness that you gave to them. How's that making you powerful? It's making you miscreate. It makes you create the things that nobody wants, and that's meanness. So when you come into an environment like this, where there's peace and there's joy and there's love, then that's what you carry with you to everybody that you meet. Whether it's just the people in the store, or people standing in line at the bank, or people that's just sitting in the park minding their own business, but everybody who meets you feels the energy of nature and peace coming from you, and it spreads to them. That's the real power, to be able to spread that kind of a vibration everywhere you go. So energetically, you're literally changing the world. That's the power that we should seek, because that's what really makes a positive difference. So if where you're living is stressful, you got to come to a place of peace. And I love how Jody named her working atmosphere where she does her energy work, the place of peace, because that's what you need. You need to have a place where you can be at peace. And so just like you have to go through a physical cleanse, when you've eaten junk food, had maybe too much, pizza and all kind of, I love pizza, nothing against any pizza makers, but, too much cheesy stuff with a bunch of junk on it. It tastes good. Or fast food. Maybe you love your burgers and fries. And me, I got to think with cheese fries. It's not the best, healthiest thing in the world. But okay, you stuff that full of yourself and you don't really feel the best, because everything didn't digest and it's just kind of sitting there and, you see it, on your stomach sticking out. Well, you need to go through a cleanse. And so maybe you need something like watermelon to flush it out, some nice cleansing fruit, celery, grapes. So you eat those things and it's a cleanse. Well, it's the same thing when you've been in a negative environment with a lot of people who have a lot of stress, and they share it by saying, kind of rude things in a rude tone of voice, and you've been absorbing that and absorbing that and absorbing that, and it kind of brings you down, brings your spirit down, brings your vibration down. You got to go through a cleanse someplace in nature and let it cleanse all of that out of you, and you feel lighter. Just like when you eliminate the junk food inside of you, when you eliminate it, you feel lighter. Well, you feel the same thing when you go in nature and you go among trees and hear the birds, and you had a chance to listen to cicadas all night and just, hear their songs and be sung to sleep. That's the most beautiful sound you can hear. And it cleanses your mind. It cleanses your heart. It cleanses your spirit. And you feel lighter. When you wake up in the morning, you feel like you're floating, because all of that stress is gone. And that's what people get when they go on vacation to a place like Jamaica. But it's not the place. It's the environment that you're creating by the nature that you allow to become part of your environment, part of your experience, so that you can get rid of all the junk that comes at you from an unnatural environment. That's what everybody needs. And when we can do that, we'll see the behavior in people change. And we'll see the kind of interaction we had. I mean, we had such a good time yesterday, just being around a whole family of spiritual people, sharing all of our experiences, our understandings, our knowledge. And it was so relaxing. It was relaxing because everybody was at peace, and you didn't have to have that little nervousness that you have, and people got an attitude and you don't know if somebody will snap at you. It was none of that. So what if everywhere you went, people were at that state of peace? How would you feel every day? You would look forward to going to work if you knew everybody at the workplace was cheerful and welcoming you, and if all your customers were showing you gratitude for the work you gave them, and the person, maybe your employee who employs you, or that you employ, if you're the person that is directing things, everybody was doing their best to give good service, and people were enjoying what they were doing because they felt valued. You would love going to work. It wouldn't be, oh man, let me just get through this week so I can get my paycheck so I can go to Jamaica. You wouldn't have to do that. You'd be living in that state of mind. You'd be in that state of being all the time. So everywhere you go would be a paradise, because the people would be living in joy, and they would be reacting to each other with gratitude for just your presence, and you would feel valued. So what if we did that to each other all the time? If you're an employer, don't think, oh, I'm powerful if I can cuss people out if they don't get this job done. That is not power. You're miscreating. So the best creation is when you can create that state of peace and joy and love, appreciation for people, gratitude, that's powerful, because then you can actually see a manifestation in people's well-being, their feeling of well-being, because you're energetically healing whatever their stress was by just giving them a feeling of acceptance. Okay, well, you didn't quite do this right. Let me show you how, so we can make sure we get this done better. Not, if you can't get the job right, I'm gonna fire you. And then the person got to stress out, thinking, okay, I won't be able to pay my bills, won't be able to pay my car. Oh my God,
I'm gonna take care of the kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of children. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Creating all that stress. For what?
How we gonna do that?
For what? So yeah.
But speaking about vacations, I pulled this up on the internet just so you, Fagala, could see it, and for the audience too.
Yes.
Because I didn't do traffic and weather sponsored by iText this morning, I go to check my email and I see this a wonderful ad for Southern California, Capistrano Beach, a coastal neighborhood in the city of Dana Point in Orange County. This is just an example of what is offered on iText, and Naimah is a member too, so she can relate.
Yes, definitely.
The arrival date is Sunday, October 29th through November 5th. And this sleeper has, his Sleep Six has 200 bedrooms, $340, only $340 in cash for $2,000 in trade. How about that? And these are
that is fantastic.
Is that fantastic or what? That's the website, but I just want to show you some of the pictures. These are some of the type of what's the word I'm looking for? Experiences that are available on itext.com. Because you always hear me say, if you want to go to Mexico or Vegas or wherever you want to go on the planet, you can go there. There's Surfside. Anyway, it just took us to another place. So
absolutely.
I just want to share that with you. That those events that are available for you. And all you have to do is go to itext.com and sign up, and be sure and use the promo code ZELDA. And I say that always giving thanks to the ancestors, those who came before me to make my way available. Excuse me, to make. Okay.
Right. Yes. Yeah, Fagala, we're not ignoring you. I did get that point you made about this is what you all do as birds, is to create that kind of peace in us. I do get that. I got that point. And of course, your friends in the background are demonstrating what we're saying.
Girl, they are loud and clear. It's like, yes, we are on the female. Everybody on the planet needs to know that we are on the female solution this morning. We're doing the thing, right? Because Fagala is representing this morning. she is shedding. I don't know if that's her feathers.
Yeah. Yeah, every now and then, a little bit of feathers.
Yeah, those are feathers.
Yeah. But I mean, but we really have to appreciate our feathered friends, because that's what they do in raising the vibration. And they sing at a pitch which not only helps us, it helps the plants. So, I mean, they're doing a job every single day. The sound of their voice, it's healing. And it also helps all the other life forms. It helps the vibration of the trees and just the whole thing. And, the symphony of sound that we hear when we go into nature, the sounds of the birds, the sounds of the wind, rustling the leaves. And it's like everything is singing. This is the heaven that everybody wants to experience. And the birds are conscious of how they are affecting the environment. So when they're singing, they're doing this on purpose. The pitch of their sound is actually helping in the growth of the vegetation. So we, the people, we got to get in harmony with the rest of the planet that's working as one beautiful system of life. We have to turn our energy into pro-life, so that what we're doing is bringing a life giving, energizing spirit to what we do. Because we have the power to do that. I mean, when we have concerts and we're putting music and sound in the atmosphere, we're adding to the spirit of joy. So we can do that. We have to be conscious that we affect not just ourselves, we're affecting all of nature. So what sounds are we putting out into the airwaves that's affecting all of life? You know, you can have a plant in your house, and if you talk lovingly to the plant flourishes. But if you're angry or upset, the plant's feeling that vibration as well. All life is affected by all life. One time I had a plant in my bedroom and I was kind of going through a depression. And, the vibrations of my depression were overwhelming my plant. And one day I looked up and that plant looked like it was dead. And I'm like, what happened? I know I'm watering it. What happened? That plant was feeling my depression and reflecting the sadness. The leaves were drooping. And I mean, it looked like it was just on its last legs. It was dead. And I moved it to another part of the house, first of all. And, and then I made sure that I changed my energy around the plant. I thought good thoughts and I talked to it, sang to it. I played some bird songs on my computer and I even let it listen to some real birds from outside. And about 2-3 days, it perked up again. Because if you looked at it, you thought it was dead. It actually perked up with the sounds of birds singing and water and the wind rustling in the leaves. It perked up to the sound of that, changed its whole vibration. I got it out of my bedroom where I had all my depression vibes, and the plant was revived, and that was such a lesson to me. I was like, wow, how I'm feeling inside myself, even if I don't say it out loud, my vibration is killing the plant. So just think of what vibrations are doing to the people around you. If you're in a bad mood, even if you don't speak it out loud, your vibe is bringing everybody down. So what is that? Viad always says, first love yourself. That means internally feeling good about yourself. Because when you feel bad about yourself, that vibration is actually affecting the people around you, even if you don't say it out loud. Because we're a vibration. We're energy beings inside a physical structure, but it's the energy that's always connected, even when we don't realize we're always connected energetically to not just people, but animals, plants, air. And we have a lot of people in distress in a place, then you begin to see the storms created. That's where hurricanes come from, tornadoes. All of our negative energy collectively is affecting the weather. And when we see the elements just overwhelmed and starting to move in a destructive pattern, they're trying to cast out all that negative energy that we put out through the way we're treating each other. So when we're mean to each other and creating negative vibrations in each other, we're affecting the weather. And the weather is reacting, just like when you eat bad food and you have to regurgitate and get it out of your system. That's what the weather does with all of our negative energy. So being kind to each other can actually bring about peaceful weather. And when we have so much dissension, so much anger, so much hurt that we put into the atmosphere, the weather starts to react and try to get rid of it. And we get those violent storms. We get that destructive flood water. We get all of that. That's the energy that the atmosphere is reflecting back to us, trying to cast off of itself that we've put out with our negative energy.
Exactly. That's exactly what Shayla just. She said, yes.
Yeah.
Like, you humans understand that.
You humans finally get it. Yes. We've been telling y'all that for how many centuries?
We finally get it. Yeah, I know, right? I know. They don't hear us. They're humans. What do you expect?
Yeah, we are deaf, dumb, and blind. That's how the animals see us, because we're the only ones that's not tuned in with every other voice in nature. We're the ones that we think everybody else is deaf, dumb, and blind. We're the ones who are deaf. We're the ones who can't hear. We're the ones that's blind. We can't see. We're the ones who can't speak. We can't communicate with nature because we don't know how to speak the language of the energy of the soul. That's the universal language that everything speaks. So we have to remember the universal language so we can speak it consciously.
And that's
to everything.
The going in nature so that you can remember. You can't remember if there's noise all around.
Right.
How often when you hear a bird do you just stop and listen? You probably don't, because we live in a city where cars and noise and traffic drowns us out, right, Vela?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to hear some peace up in the what? I know, girl. Tell them. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly. I've been trying to tell them that, girl, forever. They don't hear me, so you tell them. That's right. You tell them, girl. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're right. We got you.
We got you, girlfriend. You know, your mommy's about to come on in a few minutes. Jody, is it okay if we bring her on? My mommy's coming on there, but today's not her day. She comes on tomorrow, but she's gonna come on tomorrow. Yeah, but she's just coming on as a guest.
Yeah.
Can you bring her on today? Can she come on and talk with us today? Is that okay? Oh, okay. All right. Well, as soon as she shows up, we'll bring her on. Okay. As long as that's okay with you, because I need your permission, because this is your house. I'm just a visitor here. So I appreciate you acknowledging that and allowing that to happen. I really do. She's so sweet. That's so sweet. She's so obedient. I just love it. Because the first time I met you, you were not that. Well, you didn't know me, and I didn't know you. But I got to find that video, and you were on my shoes. She loved my shoes.
Oh.
About me, she loved my shoes because they were kind of like psychedelic. Yeah, you like those shoes, did you, girl? Yeah, I feel you. If you're watching okay. If you're watching online and you would like to share, you can do that by going to our social media page, Facebook.com, Facebook and YouTube. Higher Learning TV show. And if you're watching online, feel free to send us comments. Clifton Bradley from Chicago says, you are always welcome to come on and talk about the homeless. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Yes, because Clifton's show comes on CAN TV. What days? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I do know it's an underground railroad. So if you, Clifton, would be so...
write it in so we can remind people.
So that we can share that. Yeah, okay. He just give him a few minutes. He's human. He's a little slow, so not everybody is as quick as you are, Fagala. So just hold on. So
yeah, I know, Fagala. We need more bird brain, right?
Yeah. So just want to share that with you. And there's mommy. Can we let mommy in now? Is it okay to let mommy in? I have to have right on. That's all I need to hear. As long as you say mommy can come in. Can you welcome mommy to the stage?
Oh, and we've got special guest Ross Caldon. Wow.
They are having such a good time.
So we're live streaming on my YouTube as well.
Oh, wonderful.
I just connected us.
Fagala has a double show today. And she says, maybe not. I got to talk to my friends. You all go ahead and do what you got to do. I got to talk to my friends out there because I got
having too much fun, Zelda. Too much fun.
Oh, she's explaining to them what we're talking about.
Right. So, she's explaining to her bird friends. Yeah. She said, just hold on. I'll be back in a minute because I got things to do here with these people. Right.
So broadcasting live from Jamaica, Georgia, which we just made that up.
Yeah. That's what I felt.
Okay, I got people looking on YouTube, Googling, trying to, where's that at?
It's the Susan Essentials headquarters.
Yes. In Jamaica, Georgia.
In Jamaica. Right. Well, really, we're in Marietta, Georgia.
Marietta, Georgia, yeah. We're about, 45 minutes from Atlanta?
Yeah, like 20, 30.
Depending on how fast you
I
drive.
forgot we stopped. We stopped at the store and we got peaches. Oh yeah, got to
That's
get
right.
those peaches out the window this morning. We
I
stopped.
already did.
We did.
I did. They're out there waiting for you.
Oh, I'm gonna have peaches for breakfast. Are you having peaches for breakfast? She says I'm having peaches too. That's right. We're having
So
peaches.
it's hilarious because we have our candy jar, which our candy jar is 2 bowls filled with fruit. That's our candy jar. And so she hops onto the candy jar and makes her own fruit salad, like whatever she wants. The apples, the orange rinds, whatever she wants. She just boom, 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 plums.
Fruit salad. That's cute.
Her candy salad, fruit salad. So back when I was reclaiming my health, I converted my candy jar into that. Right? 2 bowls of fruit.
Hey, smart. Yes. Well, how are you, Raj? Good to see your face.
Fantastic, Naimah. Grand rising to you both.
Grand rising.
We had an amazing day yesterday, and
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I've never had that experience. You can only have that kind of experience at Suicide Essentials at the place of peace.
That's right.
Now I finally get. I mean, I had an understanding. Okay, Fagala. Okay, I wanted to do something with that, but I can see that that's not going to happen because you wanted.
Did you show a picture of the labyrinth yet?
No.
May I?
Do you do? Yes.
Because I think it was interesting. Siraj and I went out there this morning, and I have a picture of. Did you talk about this yet? Because I don't want to repeat.
No, we are about to. As a matter of fact, I'm going to can I go out there and show the ground?
I have a picture. I'll bring up.
Oh, you have a picture?
You may lose a connection.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to lose a connection.
So I did take pictures, but what I want to say is that
before you do that, Jody, can you send me the pictures?
Yeah, or I can just share them here too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it in the.
You'll see under present, and you'll just allow me to present when I bring it up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Cool. But what I want to say is that I was 16 years old when I received a ring from my mother that was from my grandfather, which is the reincarnation of Fagala. Thank you. Yeah, my brain's still not working. Yeah, a lot of things happening, right? So my mom received that ring from her granddad, right?
Oh,
right.
Come on, Fagala. Here, baby.
Zadie Zelda. Okay. Anyways, so that ring was given to my mom on her 16 from her father. It was given to me on my 16. And then I sent it to my niece on her 16, which was a request of my mom before she died. Mm-hmm. That ring never made it to her. Mm. And one of the things that was asked of me by many people who were coming, and of course my husband, was, well, what did you draw the labyrinth? Have you got all? I'm like, no. I just knew God was going to direct all of us on how to put this labyrinth together. And Kwame was amazing, right? Kwame really directed that show. And, first it was a labyrinth. Then I'm like, well, okay, I know it's supposed to have 2 labyrinths to make an infinity symbol. And then Kwame said, well, you have to have the entrance into the labyrinth, right? And he showed us where the entrance was in between these 2 trees. And I'll actually, why don't I bring up that picture? Because the pictures, see if she'll let you come again. If not, don't let her bite you. So we went down there and took pictures this morning. And this is a great photo. So let me just present that. Share screen.
Yeah, I don't think she's willing.
She's not willing. Okay. Well, then she can just hang,
She's chilling.
Yeah. All right. I'm presenting when you're ready.
Okie dokie. And excuse me. Here we go. There it is, Fagala. Can you pull it up, Fagala? There you go. Pull it up, girl.
Okay. So as you can see, there's 2. It makes an infinity symbol, and then you've got these 2 ribbons, if you will, right? And what I'm going to tell you is, now I'm going to go back to that ring. My my grandfather actually designed the ring that he gave to my mom. Okay. And I'm pulling that ring up, and it's too bad we can't do it side by side. But what we did is we recreated the ring, the design of the ring.
You can't have that. That's my phone. I need it back.
So Jody, do you have a picture of the ring?
I am. I'm bringing it up right now,
Wow.
and I'm just going to make it so it's a little easier to see. Actually, that's how it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah. Oh, Vega, let it go.
So there you go.
You can have it.
So right down to that. I mean, before we do this, if you look in the middle of the labyrinth where it's almost like a bow, right?
Yes, yes.
In the middle, if you guys remember, we put there's like that knot.
Yeah, like a knot in a bow in the middle. Yeah.
Okay, now keep your pantyhose on for this. Okay, because this is going to be kind of crazy. So I'll stop the screen share and I'll add a new one. So screen.
What am I gonna do?
What is she doing? Oh, tell her no. Put it down. Put the phone down. No. No. She's having a reaction to the EMF.
Oh shucks.
This is not funny.
No, it's not.
That's not like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fagala,
listen to mommy.
Oh, so Zelda, you have to take it away. Zelda, you just have to take it away.
I can't.
I can bring it in the other room.
Okay. Then
Rescue.
Come on,
I'm going downstairs.
Okay. She won't let it go. Oh, got it.
Yeah, she knew mommy was coming. She was not going to tolerate that.
Yeah, her feathers are she's in an uproar.
Yeah, you got to keep the phone away from her. She gets very sensitive.
Yeah,
to
I'm
EMF.
putting it in my pocket. I was trying to take a picture, but that's not working. So it's in my pocket. She won't see.
All right, yeah, she's very sensitive to EMF, as are other people, right?
I'm sorry, I got it.
I'm sharing the picture of the ring. So you just go ahead and bring that in.
Okay. Sorry about that, Fagala. Didn't mean any harm. Okay. There it is. Okay, that's it. Here we go.
Look familiar?
What kind of ring?
He designed it. And that's the ring, but that's the labyrinth.
Yeah, you got your circle.
Oh my goodness.
Center, and you got the ribbon.
You got the ribbon?
Where it
the entry.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. We had a whole group of people, and everybody added a part of that design of the labyrinth. And you just said, let spirit guide you. Right. So all of us were connected to universal mind, where this image was being transmitted as a message to you. And everybody who helped build that labyrinth picked up on, and they didn't know where it was coming from, because I when I did it, you said, oh, you want to try it? I just let my mind, let the energy guide me and putting the rocks where they should go. And it's interesting how collective mind works, where everybody was just following what they were led to do without question. And there was the message that was being transmitted.
Right. And if you take a look at the ribbon here, this is the infinity symbol, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Can you see my cursor or not?
No.
No. Okay. So let me describe. So you've got the knot, which is a diamond, right? Which is a stone filled with Lemurian crystals that Kwame brought. So thank you to Kwame. Then you have the infinity symbol, which is that first ribbon, let's say on the right, and you notice there's a sapphire in there. A small sapphire. And so that small sapphire, we did a small circle within the ribbon, if you recall, within the labyrinth of rose quartz, and the other one had green rocks, so pink and green. And I don't know why I was called to put it. And then I'm like, holy cow! And this has, the ribbon actually has 2 rows of diamonds and then or another row. And so it's 4 rows essentially, larger diamonds, smaller diamonds. And then, you know, so it's like 4 rows. And so when you take a look, and I wish I could do it side by side. I could, if I do a quick, you know, I can put it into one thing, but when you take a look at the labyrinth again, you'll see, and I guess we're not complete. One, we have to do the second row, the second labyrinth out there, stemming from the original circle, and we have to add some more rows. So, and I'll show you that again, so you can kind of reference back. So, you know, take this as an imprint in your mind for a moment before I stop the screen share. And then I'll share the next screen again. If I go here.
And while you find it,
and there we go. And so you see there's like 4, almost, I think there's 3 or 4 rows here on the right. So we have to complete the left side. But you see that little middle part? That's the sapphire.
Oh, yeah. You see that, Fagala? You see the sapphire?
Well, she says, I know. She says, I designed the ring.
Okay.
That's Sadie. That's my mom's father.
Okay.
Look at that. You can see it clearly.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Plain as
And
day.
then we put angels on the entryway. And
in the lower corner, I see that. Yes, 2 of them, 1 on each side.
Yeah, the entryway.
Do you have any close-ups of the or is it the only picture you have?
Close-ups of
like the center point and
well, you can probably
I'm just gonna blow it up. Hold on.
While you're doing that, we need to take we missed the 9:00 break, so we need to go back, take our last commercial break. And I see that Baba Kwame Sunhorse is on.
All right.
So look at that.
Oh, nice.
There you go. There you go.
Now that it's hard to tell, but that crystal is filled with Lemurian crystals, and Lemurian crystals will heal the land. And then here, by this tree, I inserted a Lemurian crystal into the ground because it needed healing right here. And you see that's the rose quartz and some other pink stones. And then on this side we did green, although that's not a really good shot. Oh, here it is. There's the green. Sorry. I'm like, I know there's somewhere.
It's beautiful, yeah.
So I know you need to go to commercial, so I'll let you do that. But the point is that, as Naimah was saying, the collective energy, I mean, I was planning on bringing like Tibetan bells and the drum, and all that got left.
Yeah.
Because we didn't need it.
Right.
We are the
I need my Zelda drum, so you need to go get that drum because I got to play that today on the show. I'm sorry.
Nice.
So
okay.
I will take this quick commercial break. We're gonna come back.
You could go if you're going quick commercial. You go downstairs and you grab it.
Roz, go grab it for me. I'm babysitting Fabula.
I can.
Somebody.
Okay, we'll go
I can get it
on the switchboard. So
all right.
Yeah, I can get it. I can get it.
Okay, you know. Okay.
We'll be right back.
All right.
I'm Naimah, executive producer of the Female Global Radio TV. We are a part of the online network of Associated Internet Radio hosts. On Air. On Air empowers you with transformative news and interactive radio TV shows. This is such a wonderful time to be alive and to see our human family coming together as one community as a result of that powerful tool, the internet. We can now talk directly to each other all over the world. There's no need for conflict or misunderstanding. There's no need for violence to solve our differences. We can talk to each other face to face until we reach an agreement. On Air offers a fantastic global guide to communicators from all over the world who are using their internet platform to inspire us to strive to be our best selves in order to become the kind, compassionate, loving people we were all born to be. Once we do that, we'll see planet Earth transformed into a place of peace. Subscribe to the recommended YouTube channels, Facebook pages, and podcasts created by these Voices of Enlightenment. On Air provides daily news briefs and a weekly magazine to keep you abreast of events and opportunities. On Air news affiliates in television, radio, and print share information, insight, and interviews with notable personalities. Go to onaireverywhere.com for a daily dose of uplifting news. We're on air everywhere, online all the time. Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with those of faith for your Monday morning mindfulness session on Blog Talk Radio, the Female Solution. Monday, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit sSpeak.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, Elder Speak. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moments with us today. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of mindfulness on higher learning with Elder Speak. Make it a mindful day. Thanks for listening. Hi, I'm Dr. CJ of Valona Health, where we combine orthopedic manual therapy and neuroscience to treat the whole person. Health tip for the day is keep it moving. Doesn't matter how, just keep it moving doing something you enjoy. Walking, dancing, rolling on the floor with your dogs or kids, really anything. The body craves movement to keep the bones, joints, and muscles happy. Even our mental health and internal organs and digestive system rely on our movement. Thanks for being a part of the Higher Learning Network on the Female Solution.
Grand Rising. And thank you for joining us back here on the Female Solution. We are broadcasting live from the island of Jamaica, man. Have you always wanted to travel to the island of Jamaica? I know I have. Well, you still haven't made it there yet? Well, don't worry about it. You can experience it in the comfort and privacy of your own backyard or the backyard of somebody who lives in Georgia. And we just call it Jamaica, Georgia. Mentally, physically, emotionally. So thank you for joining me and my co-host Fagala here on the Female Solution this morning. If you're watching,
wow, we have
515-059325. Speak to my guest host, my co-host. Let's go to the phone line 706-202. I do believe that is the one and only Baba Kwame Sunhorse. Welcome to the show, Baba Kwame.
Well, honors to you and family there. GA. Well, the GA is for Great Awakening. That's what y'all are doing.
DA, Great Awakening.
Great Awakening. Okay. Didn't look at it like that. Thank you. He always brings a different kind of wisdom to the show. I love it. Don't you love it? Don't you love it, Fada? She loves it too, yes!
And what Jody is sharing with you about the ring, and it's very important for the synchronicity, and this is what's happening on the planet. A lot of synchronicities are being able to happen because we're in the frequency of change. That ring was worn on a hand. Now the symbol of that ring is on her land.
Oh. Okay.
From the hand to the land, and that memory and that being and that it's being like yesterday on the other show last night. We talked about the person asked about the ley line. And that ley line is the energy line in which is going to run through the planet. And so what we did there in creating that symbol, because this is the part of what happens when it says let there be light, he named the sun, the moon, the stars, the signs,
Turned into that.
we were introduced into fall. And that sign of infinity is that we continue this life lesson in being able to create those portals and those vortexes that will share the energy with the planet. So, you know, in Chicago, you've got asphalt and concrete, y'all poured over the earth, but you can find a piece of a park and you can connect to that energy. When you walk on the grass, you'll connect to that energy and the great awakening that you did there in Jody's space.
Mm-hmm.
And so these are the ways that we have to begin to reconnect our energy, because that ceremony in essence was what you're saying in being in Jamaica, but what really is frequency hygiene. Being there in nature with those trees and those plant relatives is the frequency hygiene. You're cleansing off of that toxicity of being in those environments of EMFs and 5G and phone towers and power lines. You're there in nature in the standing talls all around there. That's the way the symbology of the tree shows that it was able to change in that energy and redirect itself to where it can go straight up as it's supposed to.
Jody, did you get a picture of that tree?
So we do have a picture of that tree. Raj, you want to talk about that tree? Can I pull it up? I have it somewhere.
The one with the
Baba Kwame showed us the picture. Showed us picture. We all saw it sitting in the backyard.
Yeah,
I'm going to do a live when this show is over. Facebook.com/Zelda Speaks. So that people can see that. They need to see that tree went up, then it went to the side, and then it went back up. Like,
Raj has a thought about that, which I agree about that tree.
Yeah.
And I have a picture of it. So I'm just going to make it look. Yeah, I'm going to zoom in first so that everyone can see it well.
Sitting in nature reminds you of how unaware you are.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
How long had I been sitting there having a conversation with everybody, and I didn't even see the tree? I was so enamored by the swing set, the hammock. I got video of that. Naimah, I'm going to show that in a minute. Yeah. I didn't even see it. It just shows you. I was still awakening. Okay. Just hold on.
Maybe zoom out.
We'll get to you. Don't worry. It's just your show too. Oh.
Yes.
So yeah, can you see the tree? Oh, there it is.
We can see it loud and clear. We can see the tree.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first thing I noticed when I walked in, but into the space. But I think a lot of people took note of the tree because of that angle. Okay, so that is an unusual angle. You don't typically see
very unusual. Never
seen
anything like it in my life.
Yeah, I mean, it was a straight, like almost like a 90-degree bend.
Yeah.
But the impression that I got, and not just me, other people got, was that was bore out of pain.
Out of pain?
Out of pain, yes. So the land needed healing, and that tree at one point was in pain, right? And it shifted, and it actually was leaning in towards the other tree that got cut down, the
father tree. Yeah.
Whoa! Wow.
And it was trying to heal and reach out to that father tree when it was going through its own pain of being cut down. Okay. And
let me just say this.
Yeah.
Trees feel pain when they're being cut down.
Wow.
And I can feel their pain.
Wow. Did you know them?
And feel their crying.
Yeah, they're being assaulted, right? Like so that tree, that big father tree, is a massive tree, and it's got a root network that probably is underneath that whole piece of land there. So it's communicating to all the trees, right? And they're all related. But what had happened was that was bore out of pain, but then it was able to kind of self-correct and resurrect, so to speak, right? Because it went,
rise up.
It rose up, right? It overcame
adversity.
But there was pain, and there was healing that had to be done. And we helped in that healing yesterday, right? We helped to transform that land and bring a more coherent, kind of vibrant healing energy to the land that needed healing, because the land had been
poisoned,
scarred.
Yeah, the land had been poisoned. There were deaths on this land. We know that. There was poison that killed several animals. And so we had to clear all that, both physically and energetically. The land was basically ignored for a long time. When we pulled all the leaves and everything off, we found the tree stump. And what y'all don't know is that I have, for the last 45 days, been putting essential oils on that tree stump to preserve it, because it was being eaten away by the insects.
Yeah.
And so I put on a blend of oils, but the most important ones I would say was arbor vitae. So arbor vitae repels predator. That tree, that's what it does. It repels predators, and you can cut it down.
Yeah.
Not recommended. But if you did, it would not be, predators can't attach it, like the ants and all that.
Right.
So it's now in essence preserved. And I named that tree the Giving Tree, because of Sylvester, that book, The Giving Tree. And the tree that kept on giving and giving to that young boy, and then at the end of its life, the only thing was left was the stump, and the little boy sat on the stump, because that was the most that tree had to give, right? And the little boy kept on taking. And the lesson about this is about people pleasing. Where are we continually to give to the point of complete depletion? Right? And that's what that tree stump represents, right? That giving tree, what the author wrote about. I read that. I grew up reading that book about people pleasing.
Okay. Baba, what did you say?
Sorry.
See, the thing that, remember, I acknowledged when I would introduce myself, I'm Baba Kwame Sunhorse, and I sit on the stolen lands of the Muskogee. Marietta is part of that stolen land. The majority of Georgia was Muskogee Creek. This was the original land before the invaders came into when James Oglethorpe came here in 1732. And so what we do is we acknowledge the ancestors. That's why I was sharing that it's an oasis. Our ancestors' spirit in service. Our ancestors' spirit in service. Those are the ancestors' spirits of that land before it was settled by the settler colony states.
And Fagala says, right on. Did you hear her say that? Right on. And Raj and Baba Kwame, I did not know until recently, this year, that when you're talking about how the tree was bit and how it was trying to help the other trees, I did not know until I saw this movie with English actress Judy Deutsch. It's on YouTube. Go check it out. Okay, Fagala, we see your acrobats. We see you hanging up. Yes, girl. We see you doing your thing this morning, girl. You go, girl. Okay. But you don't have to bite me. I hear you. I'm
So you don't hear her. Actually, she has a message.
Okay, so what's the message?
Let me hear. Got it. She says, she's saying, I would like for me, all of us, to invite people to visit this healing center and the healing land. She says, please tell people this is the Church of Divine Guidance, and where you can be divinely guided by spirit, not necessarily by my mommy. She said, by spirit. She goes, because the energy here allows you to hear on a level that's unrecognizable and allows you to co-create with the universe without getting approval from your fellow man. She goes, the only person you need approval from or guidance from is God and yourself. And she says, and that's what this land is here for, for people to reconnect with the universe and reconnect with themselves and to lead themselves. She says, remember what Jeremy Freeman said yesterday. She says, Jeremy was saying how we have to be leaders, but the person who we lead is ourselves. And when we can lead ourselves, then other people naturally follow because you're steadfast in your mission about what it is that you want to achieve. She says, and be the love that you want to see in the world. She said, let go. She goes, my mommy yesterday had to let go of all of her anger and replace it with forgiveness and grace. She goes to anger. She goes, serving her. She goes, so she sat on the rose porch and then her liver got all messed up and pain and spasm. She goes, so she had to give it away. It wasn't for her anymore. She goes, how many other people in the world are living in anger? She goes, it's not for you. She goes, love, give the anger to God. Give grace. And she's repeating herself, give grace, give grace, give grace. Okay. Are you done, Figala? Yeah, she says rant over.
You know, I look at that tree as exemplifying what we're all doing. When you start out in a path of pain from childhood traumas, and the path that you start out with will lead you to self-destructive behavior because that's how people react to pain. But then when you are able to lean toward the healing energy of the ancestors of the universe, of the oneness of the creator coming through nature, then you change your direction. And so rather than you going toward what would have been perhaps the self-destructive behaviors of drug addiction, alcoholism, abuse of other people, you shift and you follow a different energy. And once you connect with that, then you start growing based on the new energy that you're now drawing from, which is the energy of the divine. And that's what that tree is demonstrating. That's what we're all doing with our lives. And the change, the shift that we have made. And as you can see, it's not, it may have even come at a sudden moment of awakening. So the tree is not tilted, it turned sharply. And there was a point in all our lives when there was
we had a pivot.
Yes, sudden awakening, and you have been born again. You've been renewed. You've been awakened, and you've turned to
it's like it was flatline.
Flat line.
There's a couple lessons in there, right?
And
So
then once
just like humans flatline. That's what the video was all about, how they help each other. I had no idea that the underground grow 2 to 3 times longer than
what we see above ground. Yes.
Who knew?
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
That's why people have to realize why we have an obsession with trees, because this is I just never thought of this, Jody. Right now, Fagala just told me that's why you always have a dream that you're a white bird flying from treetop to treetop. How did you know that? How did you know that? How did you know to remind me of that? When you get a moment, think about it. Can you tell me? I'd appreciate it.
She says, I read mine. She goes, I access consciousness and I'm a healer.
Yes.
Raj was going to share something. You were going to say
something. The universal mind.
Well, I have lots of thoughts here, but one thing, I'll start by this. First of all, without the trees, we wouldn't be here. The trees can survive without us. They don't need us. First. Right? They don't need us, but we need them.
Yes, sir.
All right. So they
why are they tearing them down in the Amazon and everywhere else and all over the
Georgia? But here's the thing. So there's a real lesson. There's multiple lessons in that tree. And for me, what I picked up on yesterday, primarily. So number one, it's that willing, that want to live, right? That perseverance, right? So
Yeah.
it worked through its pain, right?
Yes.
But the pain became its teacher. And that's what we often do. Pain is our teacher.
Mm-hmm.
That we have to go through that pain, persevere, and that's when we come out on the other side a brand new kind of refreshed being. And that we were talking with Jeremy and everyone yesterday. How do we transform the world? How do we change the planet? What would it take to get people to move? And unfortunately,
it's pain.
Pain has always been the teacher. Now we can use better teachers. We can choose to say, hey, I don't want to use pain as a teacher. I want to use wisdom as a teacher, right? But
that would be the easy button.
That's the easy button, right?
That was easy.
There you go. But instead we do this.
Yeah, that's right. I don't like to move unless there is pain and we're forced to it.
Right.
Wow. You are so right on target. I never looked at it like that.
Well, that's what the Earth School is about. It's a place of contrast. You learn by experiencing the opposite. And that's what the Earth School is. So as soon as you decide you've had enough pain, then you will choose the opposite behavior that brings you joy instead of pain. It's just taking some people longer to figure that out. So, how do you change the world? Well, you have to demonstrate this is what it looks like, because people don't know it's possible. It's just like when you've been in a dysfunctional family where everybody fights all the time, and you just figure, oh, this is normal. This is how it is. And then maybe you go and visit a friend, and their parents are talking nicely to each other and talking nicely to the children. Oh, they're not fighting here. That's different. We've all had that experience.
All the
because
time.
you don't know something exists until you experience it. Other than that, you think that pain is the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Until you feel non-pain, and you go, oh, this feels good. Let me do this instead of that other thing that hurts.
So, peeps, I was called to, not to change subject matter for a second, but I was called to pull a card for the collective. And it's very interesting what I pulled, because everyone's got this this thought form, because where do people have pain? They have it, around their financial abundance, right? It's one of the main things. And of course, relationships. And it was financial constraints that came up. Okay. I want to read it to you because I pulled it up in reverse. This is what it means. This card reverse portends an increase in the money about to come your way. So the universe is actually going to be having financial abundance. Okay. The previous constrictions have broken up, and there's a greater flow of money and other things. Okay. As more funds come in, you'll find that you have the freedom to take more risk and spend without the previous extreme precaution. The river of abundance is starting to flow your way. Don't be too cavalier. Always bring your consciousness to this in every aspect of your life.
It makes a lot of sense.
We receive that. We receive that, and we share them. Last words of Baba Kwame Sunhorse.
Yes, and you speaking of pain, it's very important how we understand what pain is. There's good pain and there's bad pain.
It's hard to hear. He's choppy.
Meaning that the person takes their lives when they have too much bad pain.
Yeah.
In their life. But a woman will go through pain to produce life.
Right.
Yes, that's true.
Well,
and
that's a pain that there's a good pain and there's a not so good pain.
I mean, it's the sensation of the child going through the process of overcoming an obstacle in order to get to the light at the end of the tunnel, which is what the birth canal is. So the sensations are very strong, but at the end is the light.
At the end is the light. And
We've come to the end of our show today, but you can hear every show in the archive at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution. You can also hear today's show on the Female Solution Facebook page. Go to www.facebook.com/the-female-solution.
Come on, baby.
Leave your comments about today's show. You can always reach me on my website at www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com. Shows. Listen to our radio shows. Order our books. And be sure to get your copy of The Female Solution. On behalf of our team, our family,
Get some feedback there.
So I'm just going to share another tree. I'm going to share the giving tree.
I don't know. You might have to close one of those mics because you're getting some feedback. Yeah. Yeah, you have to close the host mic again because it's giving feedback, Zelda.
Thank you for my co-host, Essentials for self-care, 7 until 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on blogtalkradio.com, The Female Solution, and Facebook.
And so tomorrow,
8 to 10
will be
Eastern Time.
one of my ghosts. Oh, I'm good. Well, yeah, he is very spiritual. So
say that again, Jody.
So he's a guest, but he's a ghost. But he's very spiritual. So there you go.
Yes,
ghost.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Baba Kwame. We hope to see you before we leave. And if you are watching and you want to have, okay, Fagala, we're going to take them outside. We're going to have a personal experience this morning. So
I'm going to show you right now.
In 2 minutes, we're going to walk down to the labyrinth, and we're going to show them personally what they're missing. Okay, so thanks for watching. Say bye-bye, Fagala. She says, okay, I'm going around in circles. That's my bye. Bye-bye now. Say bye-bye.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naimah Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
We love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
I'll just say like this. First of all, give you the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. Started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, let me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
I learned that no matter what you do and how much of a genuine heart you have, and if you're coming from a good place, people are going to criticize if they don't agree with what you're doing.
Yo, what's up? It's your man Tony Schofield from 106.3 Chicago's R&B, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Now, I used to hang around with some men that was into some higher learning. It just wasn't that kind of higher learning, but I got myself together now, okay?
What is it that you do in your quiet time, in your meditation time, that allows you to bring us the films that you do?
I sit courtside in Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
Latifah, and you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah.
Hey there, talented teens. Are you ready to showcase your skills and potentially win cash prizes and scholarships? We're excited to announce our global virtual teen talent contest, where you can enter by submitting a 1-minute video of your unique talent. Here's how to participate. 1. Record a 1-minute video of yourself performing your talent. 2. Share the video on TikTok. Include the hashtag Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. 3. Tag 3 friends who also have amazing talents. Submit your video by the deadline. We can't wait to see all of the amazing talents that you have to offer. Remember to be creative and have fun with it. The top talents will be selected by a panel of judges and will be announced shortly after. So don't wait, start filming, and good luck.
Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with sSpeak, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing. Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with sSpeak, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing.
Grand Rising, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks, the stressologist. Any stress in your life? Well, most of us do. Unfortunately, we don't know what to do with that stress, especially as it relates to worry. I was once a worried about everything, and I finally figured it out with some training. Yeah, I've been certified with the American Society of Training and Development, National Speakers Association, and a host of others. But none of those organizations helped me stop worrying. They just gave me validation for the public to see what credentials I have. So the credentials I have now are from life experience, and I've learned how not to worry. And you can learn how not to worry too, because it is indoctrinated in us to worry. We don't have the answers, so
We think the worst is going to happen. Well, I got a solution to that, and that is the worry workshop. So I'm going to pull that up for you on my blog. Why do you worry when you don't have to? Go to my blog, zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com, and you can sign up right there and find out how you. And remember, sharing is caring. If you care about yourself and your loved ones, help them see their way out of a mess. Give them the gift. It makes a great birthday gift. It makes a great holiday gift. So instead of running to the store getting something that they really might not need, give them a worry-free life. Give them the gift of a worry-free existence. And thanks for sharing. Make it a great day. Thank you for sharing your day with me with Fagala in the backyard. And the backyard is where we are about to go to. And I just want to show you how much fun we had. This is on my Instagram page, instagram.com. Actually, it's on the Homeless Project page. How did that happen? Okay, well, I'll post it later, but this is what you can see right now. That's Naimah.
And we are swinging back and forth in a hammock.
Yeah, a real one.
A real hammock. It is huge. Can you see that? It's tied to the trees. And it's holding both of us.
And look at all the trees around.
And look at all the trees around here. Is this marvelous or what? Jamaica, well, you can go to Georgia and look at that tree. Is that awesome? That's what I'm talking about. And you can only get it here in Georgia. Okay, so we got to go do some more swinging. So we'll holler at y'all later. Bye-bye now. Never in a million years. Guess where we are? There's Naimah. And we are swinging back and forth in a hammock.
Yeah, a real one.
A real hammock. It is huge. Can you see that? It's tied to the trees. And it's holding both of us.
And look at all the trees around.
And look at all the trees around here. Is this marvelous or what? Jamaica, well, you can go to Georgia and look at that tree. Is that awesome? That's what I'm talking about. And you can only get it here in Georgia. Okay, so we got to go do some more swinging.
And that's all, folks. You give me just a few minutes, Fagala, and I will be out in the backyard. Well, maybe not Fagala. She might fly away. But I'm going to go out. Is that okay with you, Mommy? Is it okay? She says, yeah, it's okay. So that's where I'll be going. Oh, right now she's performing for us. She's showing us that how agile she is. And yes, I hear you, honey. And I suspect and got the one hand up. She got the one hand up. She said, this is how I do it, honey, with one hand. I ain't scared of y'all. And then, she's doing her morning exercise. Oh, see that? She's doing her morning exercise. And that is a reminder. Thank you for my reminder, Fagala, that I need to go and have a walk this morning because I didn't walk yesterday. I just sat all day. See how she's stretching? It's just a reminder. Yes, Zelda, you need to go and stretch. And stretch. Okay, I heard you. Unfortunately, I can't take you with me. But you'll be right here in spirit with me. Isn't she funny? I just love this. Oh, she's stretching. Okay, I'm going to stretch. Okay, I hear you. Would you like to say anything to the people before we leave? Because we have to go beat the drum now. You see, there's a drum. Oh, okay. There's a drum called Zelda. And can you see it? It's kind of heavy. I'm going to take it out in the backyard. Can you see that drum? This is Jody's drum, but she calls it Zelda. She named the drum Zelda. So we're going to go out and drum a little bit. What'd you say? I should take it out in the backyard? Oh, okay. Fagala says I should take it out in the backyard. So we are no longer live from Jamaica, Georgia. We are off the air, but we're going to go downstairs in the air. And so just give me a few minutes and go to Zelda Speaks. I'm sorry, Facebook.com, Zelda Speaks. Okay. She's cleaning her beak with my finger. Can I go now? Huh? Can I go? Can I go? Is it okay, Mommy? She said, well, I turned my head. That ought to tell you something. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Broadcasting live from Jamaica, Georgia. And just remember, Georgia and Jamaica is a state of mind. And it's that state of mind that will take you anywhere in the world you want to go. Especially if you know about astral projection. Naimah will tell you about that on her show on Wednesday. So thank you for watching. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to Monday Morning Mindfulness next Monday morning with Lionel Abdul Haq of Community Cultivations. He's usually here every first Monday of the month because today is the first Monday, right? It's Monday, October 2nd. So he wasn't here today, but he will be here with us as she turns her back to me and cleans her beak on my finger. But he'll be here with us next week, and we'll be talking about Labor Day, okay? All right? All right. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this and liking and subscribing. Make it a great day.